How about we flip FOMO on top of its head? Instead of fear of missing out, we change it into financing one's mission or occupation. Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is Jesse Durham. For today's quick take, I want to talk about FOMO. It's a term that you hear in financial aspects a lot in the investing world and things of the nature. So let's look at it with an infinite banking lens. FOMO. Fear of missing out. Let me just state that from the get-go, I don't believe that fear is necessarily a good status, a good emotion, a good starting point for making quality, educated, calculated moves. What about you? Fear? Now, I'll go ahead and throw this out there unashamedly, where Jesus would commonly say to those around him, fear not. Okay. Now I know there are those out there that say that a healthy dose of fear can be helpful in some situations. I'll table that. Here's what I'm going to say. For those that are interested in implementing infinite banking, for those that would like to have control over their personal finances, to include the banking, because everything is financed in life. Banking is a process that exists, and I'm saying that you can do it for yourself. So if you're interested in doing that, you're already doing that, you're learning and vetting that whole concept, here's a great starting point. Here's banking at the me and you level. Financing one's mission or occupation. See, you already have some occupation. You already have some passion. That's why I use the word mission. You already have things that you are already doing or that you are already interested in. And those things are financed. If you're an employee pursuing your career, if you're a small business owner, if you're an investor, if you own a big business, it doesn't matter. You're already doing something. What if you added one step to what you're already doing and you controlled and profited from the financing of that thing? Your household. It can start right there with your household. What if you financed the things that you do as a family or in your household? Also, you're probably passionate about some things. What is that? Is that your business? Is that this area of investing where you're garnering education and experience and you're putting yourself to work in some certain space, some certain industry? What's your passion? What's your mission? So I think FOMO, financing one's missions or occupations, that's infinite banking at its core. It's banking at the me and the you level. It's you adding one step where you don't have to change your cash flows. You don't have to work any harder. You don't have to lose control. You don't have to take any additional risk. You can just add one step to what it is that you're already doing to reacquire the banking function in your life as it pertains to your missions, as it pertains to your occupation, just like it is right where you are. It doesn't matter if you're making $10 an hour or $10,000 an hour. You could add that one step to what you're already doing. And I believe that you can forego. This is another point I'm wanting to make. By financing one's mission and occupation, I believe you can hedge against FOMO. Because if you, in your occupation, in your business, whatever it is that you're doing in life, if you add the banking aspect and you're controlling and profiting from the banking aspect, doesn't that make you infinitely more profitable than you already were? I mean, if you were earning nothing on the banking in your life, and you're just pursuing your career, you're just trying to run your business, you're taking care of payroll and taxes and things like that, but you add banking on top of what you're already doing, as simple as it is, it's that much more profitable. That immediately puts you in a brand new space, in a brand new industry, the industry of banking, and it made you infinitely more profitable. And I believe that's a great hedge against FOMO because you're not worried about missing out on this thing that you see online or this thing that you see on social media or this thing that you see so-and-so doing. You don't experience FOMO in the same way when you have been proactively capitalizing a private banking system. And here you are not asking anybody's permission, but you're controlling and you're profiting from the financing of the things that you're already busy about doing. your household, your business, your investing, whatever it is that is in alignment with your experience, your passions, your gifts, your knowledge base, your connections, your network, okay? By financing the things that you're already doing, that you're knowledgeable in, that you're passionate about, I believe that's a great way to hedge off FOMO, that fear of missing out, by financing one's own mission and occupation. There's nothing wrong with just being well capitalized. Put yourself in this position. And remember, it's going to be compared to what? Okay, so the average American is paying 34.5% of every dollar that they earn in interest alone. So that's money that evaporates. That's money that the average American is just bleeding out. But let's say you reacquire the banking function in your life. You proactively capitalize a private asset that you own and control. Just being well capitalized, just having access to a compounding pool of capital, I think does great measures of hedging against the fear of missing out, hedging against FOMO, just by having capital, compounding, guaranteed, and you can access it. It's not behind a firewall of penalties and fees and such. You can get to it, and you can use it for any hardship or any opportunity that comes your way just by being well capitalized. Furthermore, from that position of being well capitalized, when you are presented with an opportunity, I believe that if you're already financing what it is that you're already doing in life, whatever your current mission or your current occupation is in life, then you have a more astute eye to look at any potential opportunities to invest or in business or some other area in life, because you're already profitable here, and you can choose to let that potential, I'm going to say potential opportunity, because everything that walks and talks is not an opportunity, but it just gives you a much better standing point to consider what else you may or may not want to do by being well capitalized in what it is that you're already doing. By keeping that, what if you just kept that 34.5% of interest that the average American is bleeding out? What if you just kept that? Is that a good return? I know that's me using some investment type language, but is that a good return for you to keep or for you to earn 34.5%? It sounds really good. I hope that this has been helpful. If this is the first time you're hearing about infinite banking, or you'd just like to know more, I've got a free introductory presentation that is the place to start. You can find it on my website or YouTube channel. That's Jesse Durham, anywhere on the interwebs, or durhamtalents.com. And I have a free consultation link where you can get on my calendar so we can address your questions. So this has been a great pleasure for me. I do look forward to that next conversation. I hope you have a great day. Take care.
Oh gosh, Jesse, I don't want to miss out.
I didn't say any of these notes. I just put out 8 minutes of something and didn't say any of these notes.